Turns out, America doesn't have a monopoly on chaos. Other countries are out-patrioting the patriots. Number 1. Japan's drive-through funeral service. Only in Japan can you pay your final respects without leaving your car. In one city, they actually built a drive-through funeral parlor for busy mourners. You pull up, scan a QR code, and a monitor shows the deceased while you drop your condolence envelope into a pneumatic tube. It's like ordering grief to go. Somewhere, a fast food exec saw this and thought, finally, emotional upselling potential. 2. Australia's Dunny Derby, toilet races. Every year in the town of Winton, Australia, people build outhouses on wheels and race them down Main Street. Teams wear costumes, there are rules, and yes, there's a trophy. It's NASCAR meets plumbing emergency. America invented monster trucks. Australia said, hold my beer and my toilet seat. 3. Canada's giant nickel. In Sudbury, Ontario, stands a 9-meter-tall replica of a 1951 Canadian nickel. Why? Because a local man wanted to prove the town's nickel mining industry mattered. So he built a coin so big it could crush a moose. It's the most Canadian protest ever. Passive, polite, and extremely shiny. 4. Russia's deep-fried mayonnaise contest. Somewhere between vodka and frostbite, Russia decided mayo needed more respect. At a fair in Ulyanovsk, contestants compete to create the best deep-fried mayonnaise balls. It's basically county fair heart disease with extra nationalism. America fried butter, Russia said, cute, but where's your sense of commitment? 5. Italy's pasta throwing festival. In the town of Pontedasio, people celebrate harvest season by hurling spaghetti at each other in the streets. Literally, tons of noodles flying through the air like carb confetti. The event was meant to honor food abundance, but mostly honors laundry detergent sales. Somewhere, an Olive Garden manager just wept a single Alfredo tear. 6. Germany's speed limit-free highways. Americans love freedom. Germans love freedom and engineering. On the Autobahn, you can legally floor it to 150 mph, and it's still safer than a Florida parking lot. The only rule is drive smart, which means in Germany, personal responsibility actually works. A concept so foreign it might as well need a passport. 7. South Korea's coffee obsession. America runs on Dunkin', but Seoul practically levitates on espresso. There's a coffee shop for every 100 people. Cat cafes, poop-themed cafes, even one shaped like a giant camera. It's capitalism with latte art. Starbucks thought it owned coffee culture. Korea built an entire economy out of caffeine and Instagram filters. 8. Iceland's elf department. When Americans build highways, they bulldoze anything in the way. In Iceland, they stop construction if the road might disturb invisible elves. The government literally has an elf spokesperson who negotiates on behalf of hidden people. Somewhere, a U.S. contractor is wondering if that counts as a union job. 9. France's baguette vending machines. France, land of romance, wine, and automated bread dispensers. In smaller towns where bakeries close early, they've installed 24-hour baguette vending machines. You swipe your card and boom! Fresh bread drops out like a carb-loaded mic drop. It's somehow both elegant and deeply unhinged, proving that even France's vending machines have better taste than most people's dinner parties. 10. Thailand's Monkey Buffet Festival. Every November in Lopburi, Thailand, locals lay out a 10-ton banquet of fruit, cakes, and soda, not for humans, but for monkeys. Hundreds of macaques descend on the city like furry party crashers. Tourists cheer, monkeys throw watermelon chunks at journalists, and everyone pretends this is good luck. America gives turkeys a presidential pardon. Thailand gives monkeys a catered brunch. 11. Switzerland's dog taxes by size. Switzerland, where logic meets bureaucracy in an alpine showdown. Dog owners there pay taxes based on how big their dog is. The bigger the dog, the higher the tax. It's like progressive taxation, but for fur babies. Imagine explaining to your golden retriever that he's in a higher bracket this year because he bulked up. Somewhere, the IRS is taking notes. 12. India's floating post office. India runs the world's only floating post office, stationed on a houseboat in Kashmir's Dal Lake. Mail carriers deliver letters by canoe, like postal pirates of the lotus ponds. It's absurdly beautiful, and also deeply impractical when monsoon season hits. Meanwhile, America's postal trucks can't handle a speed bump. India's doing aquatic logistics with style. 13. Finland's wife-carrying championships. Yes, it's a real sport. Men sprint through obstacle courses while carrying their wives, or sometimes just whoever's lightest, across mud pits and fences. The prize? The woman's weight in beer. It's either the most romantic competition ever or the least feminist Olympics in history. Finland calls it tradition. Everyone else calls it marriage counseling with cardio. 14. Brazil's Carnival Garbage Parade. Most parades celebrate beauty. Brazil celebrates cleanup. In Rio, there's an entire parade dedicated to garbage collectors, complete with floats, samba dancers, and confetti made from recycled paper. It's actually kind of genius, a glitter-covered reminder that even chaos has janitors. America might have Disney on parade, Brazil has sanitation in sequence. 15. Scotland's World Haggis. Hurling Championship. Every year, Scots gather to see who can throw a haggis. Yes, that infamous sheep stomach delicacy, the farthest. There are strict rules. No bursting midair, no splattering the judges. It's like Olympic shot put, but smellier. When Americans say food fight, they mean a cafeteria squabble. When Scots say it, they mean full contact. Pudding warfare. 16. China's 24-hour marriage and divorce machines. In China's Henan province, you can now get married or divorced through a touchscreen kiosk. Swipe your ID, sign digitally, and boom. Till death do us part becomes maybe next week. Bureaucracy has officially achieved fast food speed. Meanwhile, Americans still need 3 witnesses, a blood test, and divine intervention to get a marriage license. China just said, "Would you like emotional devastation with that receipt?" 17. Mexico's Drunken Donkey Festival. In Otumba, Mexico, they celebrate the humble donkey with costumes, parades, and, because of course, mass quantities of tequila. The donkeys wear sombreros, people wear worse ones, and the festival ends when nobody remembers why it started. America has Kentucky Derby hats. Mexico has hangovers with hooves. 18. Norway's slow TV phenomenon. Norway once aired 7 hours of a train ride in real time. No editing, no drama, just scenic chugging through snow. It was a national hit. Millions tuned in to watch. Nothing happened. Americans invented binge watching. Norwegians perfected it by removing plot entirely. Somewhere, Netflix executives are nervously rebranding buffering as Nordic storytelling. 19. New Zealand's Sheep Beauty Pageant. You'd think with more sheep than people, they'd have enough woolly wonders already. But no. Every spring, New Zealand holds a beauty contest for sheep. Groomed, fluffed, and accessorized like runway models, these ewes compete for best fleece and most elegant stride. America parades dogs at Westminster. New Zealand crowns a Miss Fluffy Legs. 20. Spain's Baby Jumping Festival. In Castrillo de Murcia, grown men dressed as devils literally leap over rows of newborn babies. It's a 400-year-old ritual meant to cleanse infants of sin. Because apparently baptism just wasn't extreme enough. The whole thing looks like Cirque du Soleil cleansing. America has monster trucks, Spain has airborne demons hurdling toddlers. It's religion meets track and field. 21. The UK's cheese rolling death race. Every year in Gloucester, people chase a 9-pound wheel of cheese down a nearly vertical hill. The cheese always wins. Participants tumble, break bones, and sometimes leave with permanent scars, and that's considered a good run. The winner's prize? The cheese. America has Black Friday stampedes. The British have dairy-based self-destruction. 22. The Netherlands cow, hugging therapy. Dutch farms now offer cow-cuddling, literally cow hugging. City dwellers pay to cuddle cows for stress relief. Apparently, a cow's slow heartbeat and body warmth have calming effects. It's adorable until you realize you've paid $50 to spoon a farm animal while it chews judgmentally. America invented emotional support animals. The Dutch just turned it into a side hustle with udders. 23. Singapore's Fine City. They call it the Fine City. Not because it's lovely, but because everything gets you fined. Chew gum? Fine. Forget to flush a public toilet? Fine. Feed pigeons, sing loudly, or stare suspiciously at the wrong statue? Probably a fine. It's like living inside an HOA designed by RoboCop. America loves rules. Singapore just made them a national sport with receipts. 24. Sweden's official Twitter account. For years, Sweden let a random citizen run its official national Twitter account each week. Total strangers tweeting on behalf of an entire country. Some shared wholesome jokes. Others tweeted about IKEA meatballs and political conspiracies. It was democracy in its purest, most chaotic form. America elects presidents. Sweden just logs in and hopes for the best. 25. Japan's Crying Sumo Tournament. Every year, Japanese sumo wrestlers compete to make babies cry. Whoever makes the infant bawl first wins, because tears are believed to bring good health. Picture a massive man in a loincloth gently jiggling a baby while the crowd cheers. It's both terrifying and oddly tender, like professional wrestling meets daycare. America has baby photo contests, Japan has baby emotional warfare. 26. Austria's Krampus Parade. Every December, Austrians celebrate Christmas by dressing as Krampus, a demonic goat creature, and chasing terrified children through the streets. Bells, chains, and fur everywhere. It's festive trauma wrapped in folklore. Meanwhile, in America, Santa rewards good behavior. In Austria, Santa brings backup. It's the only holiday where nightmare fuel counts as cultural heritage. 27. United Arab Emirates Gold ATMs. Why withdraw cash when you can withdraw gold bars? In Dubai, ATMs dispense real gold, updated with live market prices. You can literally get 24-karat change for your snack. It's luxury capitalism at its purest. Fast food for billionaires. America has vending machines for sodas. Dubai's just selling the entire monetary system. 28. Denmark's Hygge police Danes are obsessed with Hygge, the national religion of coziness. Cafes, offices, even government websites encourage citizens to achieve maximum snugness. One Copenhagen office reportedly hired a Hygge consultant to ensure proper blanket distribution. It's like OSHA for candles. Americans chase productivity, Danes chase perfect lighting and emotionally available furniture. 29. South Africa's ostrich jockeys. Yes, ostrich racing is real and terrifying. In Oudtshoorn, South Africa, brave, read unhinged riders climb onto these giant birds and sprint at 40 miles. The ostriches wear tiny saddles. The humans wear pure regret. It's like Kentucky Derby meets Jurassic Park. America has horse racing scandals. South Africa's version just poops mid-gallop. 30. The Philippines karaoke killings. Filipinos love karaoke so much that it's become deadly serious. My Way by Frank Sinatra has been banned in some bars after multiple murders broke out over off-key renditions. Locals call it the My Way killings. America might boo a bad singer. In the Philippines, they skip straight to capital punishment by microphone. If that's not passion for music, nothing is. 31. Greece's donkey traffic laws. In the Greek islands, donkeys are still used for transport, and apparently they're subject to traffic regulations. Local police have issued fines for parking violations when donkeys block narrow roads, or in one case for overloading a vehicle. Imagine explaining to your insurance company that your donkey caused a traffic jam. America gives tickets for expired meters. Greece writes citations for overworked livestock. 32. Turkey's oil wrestling championships. Every summer, hundreds of men strip down, cover themselves in olive oil, and wrestle in the grass for hours. It's a centuries-old sport, and probably the slipperiest battle in history. The winner earns a gold belt and lifelong bragging rights. America has football. Turkey has human slip-and-slide combat. Somewhere, a referee is still trying to find his whistle in the olive slick. 33. Czech Republic's beer spa. In Prague, you can bathe in warm beer while drinking unlimited cold beer, because apparently the secret to relaxation is marinating in your beverage. They claim it rejuvenates the skin, though it mostly rejuvenates alcoholism. America invented the day spa. The Czechs said, "Hold my lager," and also pour it in the tub. 34. Kenya's camel beauty pageant. Forget supermodels. Kenya crowns the world's most beautiful camel. Judges score them on posture, fur sheen, and general elegance. The prize? Glory, cash, and bragging rights for the herder. It's part fashion show, part livestock fair, all chaos. America has Miss Universe, Kenya has Miss Camelverse, and frankly, fewer spray tans. 35. Estonia's Bog Walking Championships. Estonia turned its endless swamps into a sporting event. Competitors strap on snowshoes and race through mud, peat, and pure regret. The first one to cross the finish line without losing a shoe or their will to live wins. It's like cross-country skiing for people who hate themselves. America runs marathons. Estonia just sinks with purpose. 36. Belgium's beer pipeline. In Bruges, Belgium, they built a literal underground beer pipeline, 3 kilometers long, just to keep local pubs supplied without clogging the streets. It's like Willy Wonka for adults, except the chocolate is 6% alcohol and there's a constant risk of someone trying to tap the sidewalk. America has oil pipelines. Belgium said, cute, but ours makes Friday night better. 37. Japan's rabbit island Okunoshima, Japan, is home to over 1,000 free-roaming rabbits that chase visitors for snacks. It used to be a secret chemical weapons base, but now it's a fluffy wonderland where tourists are mobbed by adorable furballs like they owe rent. It's part history lesson, part therapy session, and all chaos. America has Disneyland. Japan has a cuddly bunny apocalypse with historical trauma. 38. Italy's fountain of wine. In the small town of Caldari di Ortona, Italy, a public fountain flows with real wine, free for anyone passing by. No tickets, no rules, just endless red bliss on tap. Locals insist it's for pilgrims, not parties, but everyone knows it's Italy's way of saying, water is for amateurs. America has Starbucks on every corner. Italy has public intoxication as civic pride. 39. Iceland's naming committee. In Iceland, you can't just name your baby whatever you want. The government has an official naming committee that decides if the name fits Icelandic grammar and culture. They've rejected Lucifer, Marmite, and Harriet. Imagine explaining to your kid that the government found their name grammatically unacceptable. America names babies after car brands. Iceland has a literal linguistic approval process for human existence. 40. China's Ice and Snow Festival. Every winter, the city of Harbin becomes a frozen metropolis. Massive castles, palaces, and cathedrals sculpted entirely from ice. It's like Elsa took over city planning. Tourists stroll through glowing ice skyscrapers, while locals sell hot noodles at 30 degrees C. America builds theme parks with fiberglass. China builds one that melts every spring and still pulls in millions. It's the most beautiful form of planned obsolescence in history. 41. Scotland's Sheep Counting Festival. In the town of Llandovery, farmers gather annually for the thrilling sport of competitive sheep counting. Dozens of shepherds stand in fields yelling numbers like auctioneers on caffeine. The winner? Whoever gets the most accurate count without passing out from boredom. It's the only competition where the crowd applauds arithmetic. America has spelling bees. Scotland has ba-ing bees. 42. Hungary's Buso Festival. In the town of Mohacs, Hungary, villagers wear demonic wooden masks, drink heavily, and march through the streets to scare away winter. It's centuries old, deeply symbolic, and somehow looks like a heavy metal concert crashed into Mardi Gras. When the bonfire ends, they all go home feeling spiritually cleansed and mildly hungover. America burns calories. Hungary burns evil spirits with open flames and brandy. 43. Germany's Sausage Museum. Next to a former concentration camp. Only Germany could manage a PR disaster this precise. They built a museum celebrating bratwurst, right next door to a former Nazi concentration camp site. Locals called it tone deaf. Officials called it unfortunate zoning. It's the kind of historical juxtaposition that makes you question who approved the blueprint. America builds gift shops next to monuments. Germany built one next to generational trauma and added mustard. 44. Canada's Giant Beaver Monument. In the town of Beaver Lodge, Alberta, locals decided to honor their national animal with a 15-foot-tall, hyper-realistic fiberglass beaver. It's massive, vaguely unsettling, and perfectly Canadian. Tourists pose beneath its giant wooden tail while locals just shrug like, yeah, we made a colossal rodent for civic pride. America has the world's biggest ball of twine. Canada has the world's most intimidating woodworker. 45. Japan's Penis Festival. Every spring, the city of Kawasaki hosts Kanamara Matsuri, the festival of the steel phallus. Streets fill with candy, hats, statues, and floats shaped like, well, you know. It's supposed to celebrate fertility and safe childbirth, but it's mostly an excuse for awkward selfies. Imagine Times Square on Valentine's Day, but everyone's carrying balloon genitals. America blushes, Japan throws a parade. 46. England's Worm Charming Championships. In Cheshire, competitors go to a muddy field and try to lure worms to the surface. No digging allowed. Some sing, some play guitar, others just stomp rhythmically until the soil wiggles. The record? 567 worms in 30 minutes. America invented fishing. England invented Making Dirt musical. Somewhere, a worm is filing a noise complaint. 47. South Korea's fake funerals for the living in Seoul. Thousands of people attend workshops where they lie in coffins, read their eulogies, and experience death to appreciate life more. It's the world's most depressing self-help seminar. People cry, reflect, and then go grab Starbucks across the street. America has motivational speakers. Korea has simulated mortality. It's therapy with props, and possibly the most emo group activity ever. 48. Australia's crocodile insurance. In Northern Australia, you can buy actual crocodile attack insurance. It covers medical bills, property damage, and psychological distress. Translation: if a dinosaur bites you while you're mowing the lawn, you're financially covered. It's the world's only policy that implies "try not to die" in the fine print. America has flood insurance. Australia looked at their wildlife and said, "Yeah, let's just assume they'll win." So, still think America's the wildest? The rest of the world's just catching up, loudly.